Alright, so this next part basically consists of two different parts, mainly, you know, A part and a B part, I would call it. And the A part has a little, well, both part has some variations in it. And the A part has 3 variations and the B part 2 small variations. So yeah, let's get into it, alright? This is the 4th fret on the low E string, the 2nd fret on the A string, the 1st fret on the D and the G string. Starting off with the D string, and then so it's like D string first with the middle finger, and then with the ring finger and the thumb hitting the G string and the low E string at the same time. And after that you're going with the ring finger, middle finger and the index finger. Like this. And then continue, okay? And what is happening here, he's doing a hammer-on. Well, he's actually just hitting the 3rd fret on the G string. And then after that a short open D string. Into this next part. So after that moving into this position. So we heard the 3rd fret on the G string already, and then we have the 2nd fret on the low E string, 4th fret A string, 1st fret D string, 3rd fret G string. So coming out of that's kind of like starting with the low E string, then hitting the D string in the A string, and then the low E string and the G string at the same time. I think he's doing that 2 times, I'm not sure. Sometimes I think he doesn't hit the low E string together with the G string, but coming out of this part here. adding the B string, G string, B string, going then moving to the next shape. Alright, so one more time. See, this next shape here is the second fret on the A string, first fret on the D string, and then the third fret on the G string, second fret on the B string. So this little chord, and actually a ninth chord I think, is played like this. Then that happens. So we got the B string, G string, B string here. Then fourth fret on the B string. Second fret B string, so it's a pull off. And then a pull off to the open B string. You might even be hitting the open B string together with the low E string, open E string I think. So into this next chord, okay? So this next chord here, positioning is the open and low E string, and then the fourth fret of the A string, second fret on the D string, and then the fourth fret on the G string. And then coming out of this one. Kind of getting the intensity a little bit higher, right? On this part. Then he's hitting the, so I think he's hitting the low E string and the open B string at the same time. And then after that, I think he's doing the A string and the D string with the thumb and the index finger, and then he's going from the B string, G string, D string. With the ring, middle and index finger. And then this little bit here, he's doing 6th fret on the G string, 4th fret on the G string, and then the 2nd fret barred here, as you could hear, not so good, but 2nd fret barred on the B string, and then hammer on to the 4th fret on the B string. So the whole little thing from this 9th chord. You see that? An easy way to do this actually is keeping it on the playing the 2nd fret of the B string and the 2nd fret of the G string. Oh no, the 4th fret of the G string, I mean. But what he's doing, apparently Vicente Amigo is playing it the hard way, I guess. But I also saw that he, for one time or something, that he's doing it this other easy way basically, so but I prefer to do it this way. after this little bit. I think he's doing 3 times. So this 3 times B string, G string, D string. And then moving to the 5th fret on the B string. And then going. Kind of like that. So he's moving down to this position, the 1st fret on the D string. The 3rd fret on the G string, and then the 4th fret on the B string, okay? 3 times this. What he's doing there, I think he's plucking the strings actually with the ring, middle and index finger. And then he is downstroking it with the middle and ring finger, I think, probably. And then he's hitting it, I think, with his thumb. So starting from the D string down, not the A string, otherwise it sucks the sound. And then he's releasing the 4th fret from the B string, and then he has a 2nd fret on the B string there. I think he's hitting it with a golpe too there. And then he's pulling off the 2nd fret from the B string. See that? And then he's hitting the G string. So I play that one with the middle finger. Striking that basically. And the G string is then still the 3rd fret positioning of the left hand. So pretty much it consists of this little bit of 7 different steps, you know. So first one is plucking the 3 strings, like I said, and then after that the second one is the downstroke with the middle finger, ring finger, maybe both of them, something like that. Third one is then the downstroke with the thumb and the golpe, and changing the chord position on the left hand, right? Fourth one is the pull off, you know, the 2nd fret of the B string to the open B string. And then the 5th thing is the striking the G string only, the 3rd fret there. The 6th is then the golpe without anything. And the 7th little bit is the upstroke with the index, with you know, of the open E string, and then the 4th fret on the B string, 3rd fret G string, and the 1st fret the D string. Okay. See that? So like this. Yeah. So you have to be able to get it into your system a little bit, so it's going to be more fluent, you know, more fluently played then. So if you have that a little bit in your system a little bit, 2 times, then going back to the same part, the same A part, but then variation 2. All right. So. And that is a little variation in this one. Okay. So he's playing the second time. Up to here is the same, but then moving into the other chord. Okay. So you know, on the second positioning, he's doing the hitting the B string and a G string, and then the B string again, and then the B string 2nd fret, and then a pull off there, and then sliding down, you know, hitting the 3rd fret on the G string into the next shape, and then the rest is the same as first time he played this A part. Okay. So here we go with this little bit. You know, and then again this whole part. All right. So this was part A, 2, then version number 2. Now we move on to the B part, okay? So the B part, or at least the first variation of the B part, is this little bit. And starting off here on the 4th fret of the A string, and then the 6th fret on the G string and the D string. So he's using his index finger, I think, and then ring finger, middle finger. Starting with the index finger, hitting the 4th fret on the A string, and then 3 times going G string, D string, A string, with ring, middle, index finger. You see that? And then he's going to the B string and the G string, which is barred with the 2nd fret, the B string at least, and the G string is with the 4th fret here still. So the whole little bit here. And then he's doing an open high E string. Okay. So what follows after the open E string is this positioning here, 2nd fret on the A string, no, 4th fret on the A string, 2nd fret on the D string, 4th fret on the G string, 5th fret on the B string, open high E string, okay. What he's doing first is hitting the A string with the thumb, and then using the ring and index finger to strike the B and the G string. Then he's moving up or down, however you want to see it, to the high E string, B string and the G string with the ring, middle, index finger. Okay. What he's doing there. He's hitting the, I think what he's doing with the middle finger, the high E string, then the index finger the B string, and then the high E string again with the middle finger, and then the second fret of the high E string with the index finger. And then a pull off from the second fret to the open high E string, okay? And then sliding to the fourth fret of the B string, okay? So sorry, like this then. That part, okay? So this whole little bit of the B part from the beginning is like this. Okay. Moving into that part. Like this, okay? What he's doing here, the next positioning, he has the third fret on the low E string. You know, the first fret on the D string, third fret on the G string, and the fourth fret on the B string. First hitting the low E string, and then the G and the D string with the middle finger and the index finger. And then he's just going down from the B string to the G string and then the D string. 2 times, I think. Let me check. Yeah, 2 times. And what he's doing then? He has then the second fret on the B string and the third fret still on the G string, okay? And then he's pulling off both of them. So you mainly hear the open B string ringing through there, but also a little bit of the G string ringing through there. So, all right. Sorry, like this. Yeah, that's basically it. And then he's moving on the lower E string, he's moving up to the 4th fret actually, on the 3rd. Doing this here. So then he has the 4th fret on the lower E string, and then the 4th fret on the D string and the G string, and the 2nd fret on the B string. And what he's doing there? Hitting the low E string separately, and then the D string, G string and B string, plucking them, and then pulling off the 2nd fret to the open G string, doing that 2 times. Alright? And then going into the next bit, yeah? So what happens here after these 2 pull-offs? He's hitting then the B string and the G string. Alright. with the middle finger and the index finger. And then he's going from the 4th fret, no, then he's going the high E string, and then skipping the B string, but he's going to the G string and the D string, okay? With the ring finger, middle finger, index finger. And then he's going to do to play the 4th fret on the B string, and then the open G string, open D string. So the whole little thing from this from these pull-offs here. Alright, to the next position there, okay? The next position is like this. Sorry. So he has the open low E string, 2nd fret on the A string, open D string, 1st fret on the G string, 2nd fret on the B string. So the first time he's hitting the low E string and the B string at the same time. Just going down 3 times then with ring, middle, index ring, okay? Then he's doing on the G string, 4th fret, 1st fret, 3rd fret. Sorry. So. And then he's doing the 3rd fret on the D string, 1st fret on the A string. And then he's again continuing with ring, middle, index finger, okay? Over the G string, D string and the A string. Alright? After that, hammer on the, while you strike the B string, do a hammer on to the 4th fret, and then the 3rd fret on the G string, and then going into this little chord here, which is the 3rd fret on the the 3rd fret on the low E string, 1st fret on the A string, 1st fret on the D string, 3rd fret on the G string, 4th fret on the B string. And then he's doing some strumming there. And also one muted, the strings muted and strum there, you know, before it's going back to the repeat of this B part, okay, which is, I think, exactly the same. The only variation of this part comes later a little bit. That's kind of it, I think. So yeah, let me play this part, the B part, really slowly. Fucking hell. Correct. And then again repeating, it's the same part, okay? Watch also the dynamics in the part, because on the recording it's way better than what I'm doing here, because you know, he's playing this part. You know, some parts are really louder than other parts, more intensified, you know. Like this part too. This part is a little bit more quiet again, so you have to watch that. At least I would check it out and try to master that too, you know, the dynamics of it all. So the second time is exactly the same actually. The only thing different then is in this last chord, suddenly he's going to this little thing here. So this is like the open B string to the 4th fret of the B string, and then the 2nd fret to the 6th fret on the high E string, back to the 2nd fret, to the open E string, high E string, then the 4th fret, 2nd fret on the B string, 4th fret on the G string, 3rd fret on the G string, 1st fret on the G string, and then right into this positioning for the barring the strings with the index finger. Okay. He's going back into it like that. So you're hitting the 1st fret on the G string, then he's hitting after the low E string, D string, in the chord position of the A part, you know, and then just going on. Like that, alright? So it's the 3rd time he's playing this A part, the 3rd variation of it. So again a little bridge there. Okay, starting off on the B string, open B string to the 4th fret. Sorry. So after this little speedy burst thing here, we have the 3rd time of the A part, okay, which is another variation. He's doing this one now, which is the 2nd variation, or you know, already know that. until here he has another little change in there. So well, that's the difference. So that's a little different there than the other first two variations of this A part. After this little bit, he's doing, you know, he's really doing the 4th fret on the B string and the G string, and then again the 4th fret on the B string, so, and then the 5th fret on the B string. He's playing that really a little bit louder also. And then into that part like normal again. So that's basically the only difference, okay? So the 3 variations of the A part are like this. I'll show you only the varying bits, okay? And that's the first bit, and then the second variation is see that? That is the second variation, right? And the third variation is also this one in it, so and then the third variation is over here. It's only that. So watch the A string there. Don't let it ring there. So these are the 3 variations of the A part basically, okay? And then after the third variation of the A part, there's another B part coming, which is almost exactly the same as the first 2 times we played the B part, but there's also one little difference, right? We have this part again. Which is exactly the same as other 2 times we played it, but then the only difference is at this part here, yeah. He's going to this, you know, he's playing. He's going from the 4th fret on the B string, open G string, hitting the 2nd fret on the D string. It was different than the other times we played it. And then he's playing this chord, you know. And the rest is exactly the same, okay? So before it was that's the difference, okay? And now it is no, before it was like this. And now it is like, and the rest is the same. So the only difference is basically putting the 2nd fret here on the D string, playing a different little chord variation there, alright? Which is 2nd fret on the B string, 1st fret on the G string, and the 2nd fret on the D string. Actually play with more intensity, you know, the dynamics. You really have to watch it there in that part. That's what makes it really even better, you know. Then into the next part, which will be another video, right? The last part of this whole track, basically. Okay? So the A part complete then. One variation of it at least. Slow, okay. So I'm messing up the A string here sometimes, which I should really not do. So you have to be quite careful and really accurate in this bit, just striking it only from the D string down. Perhaps there's a way to mute it, the A string with the left hand, I don't know. But you know what I mean? So, and also, again, the dynamics. I'm not playing all the dynamics right now, so you have to really listen to the recording and check out how intensified he's playing some parts and others a little bit less, you know, and stuff like that. So it really makes a huge difference, you know. What I notice is for instance with that part he's getting more intensity to that, more accents, you know. A little bit like, that's a little bit like, okay. Then again more intensity and then a little bit less. You know what I mean? So you have to really watch that a lot. So I'm basically just showing you what notes are played based on what I can hear on the recording, okay? But it's not the dynamics and everything. You have to add stuff like that yourself, okay? So I think also what's happening a lot is, you know, because it's basically so we're switching between like if you play like this, it's more with you know, fingers like in another positioning than if you play separate notes, right? So, but he's combining these two things in these parts here. So, so this is like you know, he's changing also position with the right hand. And I think anybody who is going to play this part will do that eventually. You first start out probably like this lightly, you know, and then add a little bit more aggression into it, more dynamics, give it more power, and then yeah, changing the positioning of your right hand and stuff like that, okay? The more intensified pieces, you have to probably reposition your right hand a little bit and then back, you know, like that. So thanks for watching again, and hope to see you with the next part, which is the last one to finish up this whole track, you know, and then yeah, good luck with it, and I'll see you next time, okay? Alright, bye bye, see you.